Good morning, everyone. This is your Nilofer ma'am. I hope you all are fine at your homes and your study is going well. So today in English grammar, we will do worksheet 10. So before starting the work, you all have to mention today's date in your copies. That is 24 August 2020. You all have to mention online classwork in your copies, and with that you all have to mention lesson 8 in your copies. So as you all know that on Saturday we have started a new lesson, and that is lesson 8, non-finite verbs. For the explanation of this lesson, I have provided a YouTube link. I hope through that link you all have seen that video, explanation video, and you all have understood the lesson well. We have also done some definitions of non-finite verbs, and today we will discuss over the remaining definitions in this video. So let's see what is the fourth definition. The fourth definition is of infinitive. So what is infinitive? It is formed by 2 plus first form of verb. It functions as a noun in a sentence and acts as subject, object or complement of the verb. So how we can form an infinitive? It is formed by 2 plus first form of verb. Means 2 के साथ हम verb की first form लगाते हैं, then it will become infinitive. It functions as a noun. Although it is a base form of verb. हालांकि ये verb की first form होती है, but ये कैसे फंक्शन करती है, इसका कार्य होता है एज अ नाउन इन अ सेंटेंस. ओके, ये नाउन की तरह वर्क करती है इन अ सेंटेंस एंड एक्ट्स एज सब्जेक्ट, ऑब्जेक्ट और कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ द वर्ब. नाउन की तरह कार्य करती है एंड इट कैन प्ले द फंक्शन ऑफ अ सब्जेक्ट इन अ सेंटेंस एंड ऑब्जेक्ट और कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ द वर्ब. सो इट कैन प्ले different roles in a sentence. That can be of a subject, that can be of an object, and that can be of a complement of the verb. So to understand it better, let's see the examples first of all. The first example is I want to travel Hong Kong. Okay, so what is infinitive? Infinitive is 2 plus first form of verb, that is to travel. Okay, so first of all understand that what is subject and what is verb. The subject is I. Okay, because मैं करना चाहता हूँ हांगकांग की यात्रा. And what is the verb? The verb is want. Okay, and non-finite verb, that is infinitive, is to travel. So here it is used as object of the verb because मैं चाहता हूँ, क्या चाहता हूँ, to travel, यात्रा करना चाहता हूँ. So to travel is giving the answer of what. That means to travel is used as object in this sentence. Okay, let's see the second sentence. Second sentence is to travel to Hong Kong was my biggest wish. Travel Hong Kong travel करना मेरी सबसे बड़ी wish है. So here to travel is used as subject of the verb. In first sentence it is used as object, and in second sentence it is used as subject. Okay, let's see the third sentence. That is the plan is to reach Kasol by 10 o'clock. जो plan है वो ये है कि 10 बजे तक कसौल पहुंचा जाए. Okay, so here it is used as complement of the verb. So how is it used as complement of the verb? To understand it, first of all let us know that what is verb. The plan is the subject because plan है, and is the main verb. Okay, here is used as main verb. So plan क्या है? Plan is to reach. So to reach किसको complement कर रहा है? is को. Okay, पहुंचने का plan है, that's why it is used as complement of the verb in third one sentence. Clear? In first one sentence it is used as subject, in second sentence it is used as object, and in third sentence it is used as complement of the verb. So infinitive is first form of verb, 2 plus first form of verb. It is used as a noun in a sentence and it acts as subject, object or complement of the verb in a sentence. Let's see the next definition. Next definition is of gerund. So what is gerund? It is formed by फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब प्लस ing. कैसे फॉर्म किया जाता है? फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब प्लस ing. इट लुक्स लाइक अ वर्ब. ऑब्वियसली इट इज formed by first form of verb plus ing. That means it looks like a verb but performs the function of a noun in a sentence. But it also performs the function of a noun in a sentence. Noun की तरह ही ये function करता है. Okay, so it can be used as subject of the sentence or it can be used as the object of the sentence. Gerund क्या होता है? Verb first form plus ing. वर्ब की तरह दिखता है बट एक नाउन की तरह सेंटेंस में यूज होता है. लेट्स सी द एग्जांपल. द फर्स्ट एग्जांपल इज dancing is my hobby. So what is the subject? Dancing is the subject. Dance plus ing. Gerund it is, and it is used as subject of the sentence. Second is I like dancing. So here I is the subject, like is the verb, and मुझको क्या पसंद है? Dancing पसंद है. So in second sentence it is used as object of the sentence. Okay, gerund is verb first form plus ing. It looks like a verb but performs the function of a noun in a sentence. It can be used as a subject or as an object in a sentence. Let's see the next topic. So the sixth definition is of participles. So what are participles? Let's know. They are verbs which perform the function of an adjective in a sentence. There are three types of participles. So ये verbs होते हैं लेकिन ये perform क्या करते हैं? Function of an adjective. They perform the function of an adjective and modify the noun or pronoun in a sentence. That means they tell more about noun and pronoun. उनकी qualities को बताते हैं. They do not function as verb in a sentence. They function as an adjective in a sentence. And there are three types of participles. Let's see types of participles. The first type of participle is present participle, that is verb first form plus ing. Second is past participle, that is verb third form. Third is perfect participle, that is having plus third form of verb or having been plus third form of verb. So in all types of participle there is verb only, but they do not function as verb in a sentence. They always function as an adjective, means in the sentence they will modify the noun or pronoun. So to understand it better, let's see the example. The first example is growing children need proper nourishment. बढ़ते हुए बच्चों को उचित पोषण की आवश्यकता होती है. So to understand what is participle, first of all we have to see here it is written verb first form plus ing, that is growing, grow plus ing. So that means it is participle and it is present participle only. And what is the noun? The noun is children. So here growing is modifying the noun children. किसको modify कर रहा है? किसकी quality बता रहा है? बच्चों की, कि बढ़ते हुए बच्चों को. Okay, बढ़ते हुए बच्चों को उचित पोषण की आवश्यकता है. That's why it is participle and it is verb first form plus ing, that means it is present participle. Let's see the second sentence. Second sentence is the broken doll could not be repaired. So it is past participle. Why broken is past participle? Because it is third form of verb and it is modifying the noun doll. Gudiya is noun, doll is noun, and what is the quality? That it is broken. टूटी हुई गुड़िया की मरम्मत नहीं की जा सकती है. सो ब्रोकन इज पास्ट पार्टिसिपल. थर्ड इज हैविंग रियलाइज्ड हर मिस्टेक शी अग्रीड टू अपोलोजाइज. अपनी गलती महसूस करने के बाद वो माफ़ी मांगने के लिए तैयार हो गई. सो इट इज़ परफेक्ट पार्टिसिपल बिकॉज हैविंग प्लस थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब. सो व्हाट इज परफेक्ट पार्टिसिपल? परफेक्ट पार्टिसिपल यूज टू टेल द कंप्लीशन ऑफ द वर्ब. ये बताता है कि आपका जो वर्ब है वो कंप्लीट हो चुका है. एंड यूजुअली इट इज़ अ मिक्सचर ऑफ टू सेंटेंसेस. इट इज़ अ कंपाउंड सेंटेंस. सो इन दिस वन टू सेंटेंसेस आर देयर विच इज़ जॉइंड. ओके, सो फर्स्ट सेंटेंस इज हैविंग रियलाइज्ड हर मिस्टेक. अपनी गलती महसूस करने के बाद शी अग्रीड टू अपोलोजाइज. वो माफ़ी मांगने के लिए तैयार हो गई. सो हैविंग प्लस थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब, दैट इज परफेक्ट पार्टिसिपल. Okay, so these were the examples of participle. First one was present participle, second was past participle, and third was perfect participle. I hope participles are clear to all of you. Let's see the next exercise. Exercise B is rewrite the sentences using infinitive forms of the underlined words. आपको क्या करना है? sentences को दोबारा से लिखना है. जो भी underlined words हैं उनको infinitive form से replace करना है. So one point I have explained in the video that in a sentence we can replace infinitive or gerund with each other without changing the meaning of a sentence. हम एक वाक्य में gerund और infinitive को एक दूसरे से बदल सकते हैं और sentence का अर्थ भी नहीं बदलेगा. So in this exercise we have to do that only. We have to replace all the gerunds with the infinitives. So let's see the first sentence. First sentence is he should try playing basketball instead of football. उसे फुटबॉल खेलने की जगह पर बास्केटबॉल खेलने की कोशिश करना चाहिए. So playing is gerund, that is verb first form plus ing. So when we will change it into infinitive, it will become to play. So the answer is he should try to play basketball instead of football. उसे फुटबॉल खेलने की जगह पर बास्केटबॉल खेलने की कोशिश करना चाहिए. सो द मीनिंग ऑफ द सेंटेंस इज नॉट चेंज, ओनली वी हैव रिप्लेस द gerund विद द infinitive. Second sentence is it is easy dash a bad habit if you make up your mind. So the verb is quit. Quit means होता है छोड़ना, and to make an infinitive what we have done, we have used to before it, that is to quit. So it is easy to quit a bad habit if you make up your mind. बहुत आसान हो जाता है किसी भी खराब आदत को छोड़ना अगर आप अपने मन को मना लेते हैं, अगर आप दृढ़ निश्चय कर लेते हैं. ओके, द थर्ड सेंटेंस इज द चिल्ड्रन वर मेड डैश दैट दे वुड बिहेव देमसेल्व्स एट द जू. द वर्ब इज promise. So we have made infinitive by using to before it, that will become to promise. Okay, so the sentence is the children were made to promise that they would behave themselves at the zoo. बच्चों से ये promise कराया गया कि वो zoo जब जाएंगे तो बहुत अच्छे से behave करेंगे. Next sentence is how long will it take you dash the film. So the verb is watch, that's why we have made to watch. So how long will it take you to watch the film. तुमको यह फिल्म देखने में कितना समय लगेगा. Okay, next sentence is she went dash the letter after writing it. The verb is post and we have written to post. So she went to post the letter after writing it. वो कहाँ गई? लेटर पोस्ट करने के लिए गई उसे लिखने के बाद. So here at every place infinitive is used as non-finite verb and it is not changing according to the number, according to the person or according to the tense. The next sentence is we decided dash of our exhaustion from the journey. So the verb is sleep, that's why we have written to sleep. Okay, so हमने क्या निश्चय किया? We decided to sleep off. हमने सोने का निश्चय किया. Exhaustion अपनी from the journey, जो हमारी यात्रा की थकान है उसको दूर करने के लिए हमने सोने का निश्चय किया. So here to sleep. If I will write we decide, to sleep will remain same. If I will write we will decide, to sleep will remain same. So it is an infinitive which is a kind of non-finite verb, and non-finite verb do not change, verbs do not change their form according to the number, person and tense of the sentence. Seventh sentence is the government dash had dash all trains to the flood affected area. The verb is cancel, that's why हमने यहाँ लिखा है to cancel. So the sentence is the government had to cancel all trains to the flood affected areas. गवर्नमेंट जो है सरकार उसको सारी ट्रेन कैंसिल करना पड़ी. फ्लड अफेक्टेड यानी बाढ़ पीड़ित जो इलाके हैं उन इलाकों की सारी ट्रेन्स को कैंसिल करना पड़ा. The eighth sentence is the captain of both teams did not want dash in poor light. The verb is play, so we have made infinitive, that is to play. The captain of both teams did not want to play in poor light. दोनों टीम्स के कैप्टन जो हैं वो खराब लाइट में खेलना मीन्स कम रोशनी में खेलना नहीं चाहते थे. So here at every place infinitive is used as non-finite verb. That means it cannot change according to the number, according to the person and according to the tense. अगर हम सेंटेंस में सब्जेक्ट का नंबर बदलने की कोशिश करते हैं, सब्जेक्ट का पर्सन बदलते हैं, सेंटेंस का टेंस चेंज करते हैं, देन ऑल्सो to eat, to quit, to promise, to watch, to post, to sleep, to cancel, to play will not change at all. Okay, so these were the infinitives. Let's see the next exercise. Next exercise is rewrite the sentences using infinitive forms of the underlined words. आपको क्या करना है? sentences लिखना है दोबारा से और जहाँ पर आपका अंडरलाइन वर्ड को इन्फिनेटिव से चेंज करना है. सो वन पॉइंट वॉज देयर इन द वीडियो. आई हैव एक्सप्लेन दैट in a sentence gerund and infinitive can be replaced with each other without changing the meaning of the sentence. means एक वाक्य में gerund और infinitive को एक दूसरे से बदला जा सकता है बिना सेंटेंस का अर्थ को बदले. ठीक है. So here we have to do that thing only. The underlined words are gerund only and we have to replace them with infinitive. The first sentence is he should try playing basketball instead of football. उसे बास्केटबॉल की जगह फुटबॉल खेलने की कोशिश करना चाहिए. So here playing is gerund, that is verb first form plus ing. So we have to replace it with infinitive, that means it will become to play. So the answer is he should try to play basketball instead of football. The meaning is same still. We have used to play at the place of playing, but the meaning is not changed at all. उसे फुटबॉल बास्केटबॉल की जगह पर फुटबॉल खेलने की कोशिश करना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस इज द डॉक्टर बिगिन परफॉर्मिंग सर्जरी एट नून. डॉक्टर ने सर्जरी दोपहर में करना स्टार्ट की. सो परफॉर्मिंग इज gerund and we have to replace it with the infinitive, that means it will become to perform. So the answer is the doctor began to perform surgery at noon. Okay, the meaning is same. Next is I do not like arriving late. मुझे देर से आना पसंद नहीं है. So arriving is gerund When we will replace it with the infinitive, it will become to arrive. I do not like to arrive late. मुझे देर से आना पसंद नहीं है. So you can see in every sentence the meaning of the sentence is not changing at all. Only we are replacing the gerunds with the infinitives. Fourth sentence is Ramesh hates working on Sundays. रमेश को संडे में काम करना पसंद नहीं है, नफरत करता है, hates. So working is gerund, verb first form plus ing. When हम इसे इन्फिनेटिव से रिप्लेस करेंगे, इट विल बिकम टू वर्क. सो द आंसर इज रमेश हेट्स टू वर्क ऑन संडेज. नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस इज ही हैज़ अ प्लान फॉर कंस्ट्रक्टिंग द लार्जेस्ट बिल्डिंग इन द सिटी. उसके पास प्लान है कि वो शहर में सबसे बड़ी बिल्डिंग का कंस्ट्रक्शन यानी निर्माण कराएगा. सो कंस्ट्रक्टिंग इज जीरंड, वर्ब फर्स्ट फॉर्म इज प्लस ing. कंस्ट्रक्ट मीन्स निर्माण करना एंड ing. So we have to change into infinitive. So that time it will become to construct. But remember one thing, whenever we are using gerund in a sentence, so sometimes we need to use for before the gerund. हम for लगा सकते हैं for playing, for sleeping, for constructing. But when we are changing into infinitive, we do not have to use for, because infinitive के साथ आपका for नहीं आता है, for आपका gerund के साथ आता है. So the answer will be he has a plan to construct the largest building in the city. So here constructing को हमने to construct से change कर दिया. Let's see the next sentence. So the sixth sentence is the old man tried remembering the days of his youth. जो बूढ़ा आदमी था उसने अपनी जवानी के दिन याद करने की कोशिश की. So here remembering is gerund, that is remember plus ing. Okay, when we will change it, when we will replace it with infinitive, it will become to remember. So the answer is the old man tried to remember the days of his youth. बूढ़े आदमी ने अपने जवानी के दिनों को याद करने की कोशिश की. So the meaning is not changed in the sentence. Seventh sentence is the principal decided on cancelling the competition. जो प्रिंसिपल है उसने निश्चय किया कि वह कंपटीशन को कैंसिल कर देगा. Okay. So cancelling is gerund, that is verb first form plus ing, and it will become to cancel. So the answer is the principal decided to cancel the competition. Principal ने decide किया, क्या decide किया? कंपटीशन को कैंसिल करने का डिसाइड किया. नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस इज सचिन वॉज बियरली 10 years old when he began displaying talent in cricket. सचिन जो है बियरली मीन्स होता है मुश्किल से. मुश्किल से कितने साल का होगा? 10 years का होगा जब उसने शुरू किया था अपना टैलेंट दिखाना. कहाँ पर? क्रिकेट में. सो डिस्प्लेइंग इज जीरन, डिस्प्ले प्लस ing. इट विल चेंज इनटू इन्फिनेटिव एंड इट विल बिकम टू डिस्प्ले. सो द आंसर इज सचिन वॉज बियरली 10 years old when he began to display टैलेंट इन क्रिकेट. सचिन जो है वो मुश्किल से 10 साल का था जब उसने क्रिकेट में अपना टैलेंट दिखाना शुरू किया था. So these were the exercises related to non-finite verbs, that is related to infinitive and gerund mostly. I hope you all have understood. If still any confusion is there, so you can ask in the Zoom meeting, that is between 11 AM to 11:30 AM, or on the WhatsApp also, that is between 11:30 AM to 12 PM. So I'll meet you in the another video. Till that, keep learning, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye everyone.